Fixing being sexy.
There we go. Well, now that I got the zipper right, yeah.
All right. It's Monday night. And yet again, we're tired.
And yet again, we are very tired.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We say that every Monday.
And it's always true.
But we didn't even have any gigs this weekend.
We did not. No gigs this weekend. I, this week, got COVID for the third time. I need to look up what the record is. I'm chasing the record.
Yeah. March of 20, April of 21, and now April of 22.
22, yeah.
And you are vaccinated and boosted.
Yep.
Thank goodness you are. Who knows what it would have been like.
Who knows? For me,
it's
yeah.
hard enough. Well, you weren't vaccinated for the first one, and that was...
Oh, no, of course. And that was
bad...
I was sick for 5 weeks.
Yeah, like you weren't breathing very well for several weeks.
Yeah.
You had the ongoing stuff for the hiking.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's all.
Anyway, but yeah, third time. All good. Not a super fun couple days, but feeling better now.
Had to reschedule acoustic showcase rehearsal.
Right. We were supposed to do a rehearsal for the acoustic showcase that's coming up, and we couldn't do that because I was not only within my quarantine period, I was also not getting out of bed. So
yeah. So we rescheduled that for this coming Saturday.
And for some reason, people didn't want to rehearse with me in bed. So we had to cancel.
Yeah. So there was that. I'm learning a bunch of new tunes for Pamela Makala because we got a kind of short notice gig, or she did, and it's going to be a 3-hour show, and we had only prepared an hour and a half for her.
Right.
For her show a couple weeks ago.
You said it was a lunch gig.
Yeah, it's 11 to 2. I think it's at the Boulder Farmers Market is what it is.
Oh, that's genius.
So it'll be fun.
It would be great if there were more day gigs for musicians.
Yeah.
Like, that's the big problem. I know Jenny
Shahan, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she used to do a lot of those.
Yeah,
I don't know if she still does.
Go ahead. So you're hired gunning it with Pamela?
Yeah, so just, and I volunteered. I sent some ideas for songs, and 3 or 4 of them were songs that I can play and sing to.
Right.
A couple of which I've never played and sung to before, but I know I can. Because, like Dreams.
Right, you don't play bass, but...
Bump, ba-bump, ba-bump, ba-bum is the whole bass line.
Right.
Except for the in the middle.
Yeah.
But
you're not singing
I can sing that in my sleep. I can play that in my sleep, so I know. But
yeah, I overheard it. That's really coming together.
Cool.
Like quickly.
Yeah. Anyway, that and the Linda Ronstadt tune, You're Not Good, and Crazy by Gnarls Barkley.
Yeah, how you doing on that middle section on You're No Good?
Oh, just fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one kicks my ass every time.
Well,
like
I have a chart, so
yeah.
I'm reading the chart. So anyway, that's all. That's all. Whatever. But last night we decided we should make a music video.
Caught fire on an idea.
And we storyboarded it and we filmed it today.
So we shot a music video today. Is what we did.
Yeah, got up early on Monday morning. Went out into the field.
Yeah.
Oh, so what I want to share is you had a lot of interesting thoughts last night about how not to make a music video.
Oh, yeah, right.
So can you figure out how to...
I don't even know how to get into it.
Well, maybe we could talk about what we ended up doing.
Let's start there.
Okay.
So I guess the place to start, really, I can wade into this a little bit. Like, the song is a very distorted, kind of odd but catchy song, but it's also it's about love.
Love.
Love. It's about dating.
You don't want to use the S word.
I can't say it.
I know.
I can't. It's about dating.
Yeah.
Anyway, we were kicking around ideas for a few weeks. We knew we were going to make the video.
Yeah.
And we were kicking around ideas, and there was some talk about how we would shoot some things and maybe some dark things, and it seemed like the obvious move was to go with the whole dark thing and the
Make it sexy.
Weird lights
Yeah.
and like dark and sexy. And then I don't know what kicked me off, but I just started thinking about like, why don't we just take it the other way? Like the song, I guess I talk about this a lot when I produce. There's a joke phrase going around, but it's like a comedy writing term. Like you don't need to put a hat on a hat. Like if the thing is already the thing,
Right.
you don't need another thing that's the same on top of that.
I love that.
Right? You know?
Yeah.
And sometimes with songs where people are like, they've got this really intense lyric and they just like, "Rah!"
Right.
And you're like, well, the lyric's already intense. You don't need to put a hat on a hat.
Right.
You know, you don't need, the thing is already being the thing.
Right.
So we started thinking about how to go the other direction from that. And behind our house, 2 blocks behind our house, is one of Jefferson County's wonderful open green spaces. But we have this weird, right now later it'll be green, but right now it's all dead and brown. And it's this big field and these gnarled trees with, no, so we shot all this stuff out in the field.
And I think a key was like, the song, I sing the song like, rah, really snarly.
Yes.
I got my eye. I mean, it's like,
it's got a lot of energy.
It's big and,
Yeah.
And so the way we recorded it mostly is me totally deadpanning the whole thing.
Deadpanning the whole thing.
Like straight on, like no expression, just, mouthing, I got my eye. Like super, like, I don't even care,
Yeah. Yeah.
I think it's going to be so cool.
I think we got some amazing shots out in the field.
We were feeling like this is going to be the best music video in Colorado this year.
I mean, who knows? People need to stop doing videos where there's people trying to act. And because, like, that's... I shouldn't say that. Over the top. Don't take it out. But I'm being unkind.
Well, I mean, we are also criticizing our own
We've done it, too.
work.
That's how we've done...
looking back at some other stuff we've done where there was a storyline and I acted and you acted.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm glad we did it. It wasn't a bad job, but I feel like what we hit on is who, like, you are, like, in music, like, you are the most,
that's the other thing.
Be the most authentic you can be.
Right.
And that sounds really obvious and cliched.
Yeah.
But the most... I guess like the deadpan delivery and the like, just like gonna do my thing, like at my house, like everything we filmed was within 500 feet of the house. We filmed in the backyard, we filmed in the front yard, we filmed down by the creek, we filmed on the street.
Right. Yeah. We did the walking shots
filmed
on the street.
Stoop.
Yeah. On the yeah. Oh man, that's the best shot.
It's so cool. But it's just like we were trying less. Like we used only clothes that I already have.
Right.
Some of which was for Penny Nick's experience, somewhere in a couple absurd skirts, but like one of the 12-layer lace skirts with like a ripped tank top.
And that's funny. I'm derailing it. This is a separate thing. It was so funny how we were messing around with looks and like clothes and stuff, and like so many like outfits would be like the same amount of components. You've got a bottom and a top and a layered top and a jacket, and somehow that's nothing. And it would just like, there's nothing there. That's not an outfit.
Oh,
And then other ones, that combination would be like, that's a look.
Yeah, it was hard to predict.
Yeah,
what was
it's totally hard to predict. But then you immediately know, like, you've got all the same components, but that's nothing. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like anything.
Gosh, we tried some of your jackets, hoping
we
they
were
would
trying
like be too big on me and look kind of funky and big, but they just didn't look like anything. They just
like
like
a great
ill-fitting
idea.
jackets.
Yeah, it seemed like a great idea.
But we did shoot with one of your robes, like an old black robe.
Gosh, yeah,
and we
did.
filmed that in the backyard with the background behind me being the water and the solar panel and the electric meters.
Yeah, the meters
on the wall behind me. We were just trying to think of like, what would you least expect?
Like and like going against type.
Right.
So to not put a hat on a hat, do the opposite.
Yeah.
Like what's like if the part is dating-y, like go the other way with it, like go under it, not over it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just it was funny because we were just sitting there at dinner and like I was like, oh, I kind of have an idea. And you were like, oh, that's cool. What about blah, blah, blah? And we had this conversation. And then before you know it, we were like scratching out little storyboards.
And then we were like, we could do it tomorrow.
We could do it tomorrow.
Because we're musicians and we don't have real jobs. At least not daytime jobs.
Yeah, I got stuff to do tonight for sure to make up for that.
I know, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, but we were able to do. Yeah, we were able. But we knocked out a music video in one day. Shot it all with iPhones. We're selling it big. If this flops, like
I know. We better edit this one well.
We gotta. It's gonna take a lot of editing too.
I know. There's like 40 or 50 takes, which isn't huge for what this is.
But it was a cool way to do it too, because we were more like looking for, like do a take of it, of all the way through the song, singing along to the video and stuff, and don't really worry about what happens because we're looking for 3 to 5, 2 to 5 second pieces to pull out and go, you looked awesome right there, and we'll just put all these clips together. Mm-hmm. And then there was that awesome thing you started doing where you found a button for the whole video at the end where you started doing these crazy dances. So it's like we started with no like narrative. There was like no story to it, it was just like here's some cool images and we'll shoot here and we'll
and
get
cool
these
outfits
really
to wear
and it'll be very visually, but we didn't have
but there's like a progression, there's a journey.
Yeah, and when you started doing the crazy dance, it was immediately like that's the button, that's what sews it all up. At the end it all progresses to you doing and you were like doing the coolest, like not trying to look cool or not trying to look weird, you were just doing.
You mean my dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, I was so not worried about looking. I was intentionally trying not to dance like I would dance at a nightclub.
Right.
But, no like super cool, like look at me, I'm dancing. It was like totally like kicking my leg up in the air and like falling over and like arms wheeling around.
And it was the first take we did by that bent up guardrail thing.
Yeah.
And just when it got to the instrumental part, you started doing this crazy thing. Or did I say it? Was I like, get your arms, like...
I think you did say something
maybe,
like
yeah.
But
as soon as you did it, it was like...
Yeah.
That's the button.
So that's
what
we ended up,
it.
doing all the way through. I mean, we took a mic and a mic cable out in the middle of the field, and I like rocked out real hard one take with the mic. And I was wearing those skirts, the Stevie Nicks skirts, which are lace, and there's like all of these dead bushes and stuff sticking up, so like the lace is just catching everywhere as I'm, dancing around.
And we shot a lot of it. I don't know what it's called, but where you're very far away from the camera, so you're like it's this entire vista with a little you.
Yeah, a huge dead meadow.
Yeah,
with like dead bushes and stuff sticking up, and like gnarly trees way up high, and then this little Adrienne like going crazy.
Yeah, which was so also a great way to shoot because, like, so many of the you can't make a funny face at that distance. You know what I mean? So it was just like it was what we've been talking about doing more. It was more run and gun. It was more rock and roll.
Yeah.
It was more. This doesn't need to be perfect.
Yeah.
We just need something to be kind of cool.
Yeah. And have fun making it.
Yeah, and the editing process is, I complain about editing all the time, but like putting together a video is like, that's all editing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to take a while.
But I think we'll find the pieces But anyway, we made a music video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the finished product that I make.
Yeah, so, what's coming up? Oh, Cody gigs are coming up.
Right, we've got a rehearsal and gig. Is it just a rehearsal this weekend? It's rehearsal this weekend, gig maybe the next weekend.
Yeah.
I've got a rehearsal and a Pamela gig this week and weekend. Mm-hmm. We've got the acoustic showcase rehearsal rescheduled, plus the acoustic showcase.
Plus coming up this weekend,
So really busy Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which makes me feel better about doing nothing productive today. Well, I mean, it's productive. I mean, nothing money making. I'll put it that way.
Right. Yeah, it won't make money, but
we're definitely producing something.
Yeah, right.
And it felt really good to produce, but nobody's paying us for this music video. That's for sure.
Yeah, no. But also it cost
Yeah, it cost
absolutely
0.
nothing. Cost 0.
Yeah, we took a dining room dining room chair out to the middle of the field and used that as a
Oh my
prop.
God! Yeah, there was that shot. I feel like we did so much today. It's like I can't even remember things. But the shot of you standing on a chair
In the middle of the field, yeah,
in the middle
just
of this
standing
field.
there, like no nothing, just standing there, like mouthing the words to the song.
Yeah.
Cause why?
Anyway, it was definitely a fun day.
Yeah. Oh, I'm recording with Cardone this Friday too.
Oh yeah, Chris Cardone.
That was rescheduled because I didn't know if I was positive because of you.
Right. And then it looks like we got the plane tickets for our California shows.
Right. Yeah.
With Petty Nicks.
For the June one, anyway. Yeah. Or did we get both? Maybe.
I think it was just the June one. Yeah. But we got that. So, gonna be traveling. Gonna be whatever. Yeah. We got Madeline's wedding coming up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We have so much coming up.
We're gonna be out of town a lot.
Yeah. This one is gonna miss us.
Yeah, we're gonna need she's not gonna. Yeah, she's cleverly hiding behind the microphone.
Yeah. Well, let's cut this one. I'm really tired.
Super tired. We were in the sun.
Yeah.
For hours today.
It feels like a beach day. I mean, we wore sunscreen.
It totally is like a
So tired from sun.
Yeah, and then it started drizzling and became 40 degrees and we were shivering and couldn't stand to be outside, and then it got hot again. Yeah. It's spring in Colorado.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Really appreciate it. You want to have dinner?
Yeah. Let's have dinner.
Okay.
All right. See you next week.